Bazinga punks, and welcome back with more of The Big Bang Theory. This is Season 8, Episode 7. Last time, Penny and Leonard had a little squabble about how to manage their finances as a couple, and they went to Howard and Bernadette and found out what not to do, because oh my god. And then Raj and Sheldon tried to simulate mind conditions to see if they can hold up in them, but Sheldon abandoned ship after 11 minutes, leaving Raj to fend off a family of rats. This time, though, we have the misinterpretation agitation. Sounds like the classic trope in TV where there's a misunderstanding and it just runs wild. It makes people upset. All right, full reaction is going to be on Patreon. We are 4 weeks ahead over there as well. Leave a like and let's get started.
I'm studying one-celled organisms to try and find the neurochemicals that lead to the feeling of shame.
What would a one-celled organism have to be embarrassed about?
Same as all of us, getting out of a car without underwear.
Speaking of underwear, I have some interesting news.
Speaking of which...
Sometimes Howie wears yours, Leonard already told us.
Oh my.
He's being funny, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Anyway, I was asked to be a part of a magazine article about the 50 sexiest female scientists in California. Isn't that cool?
Huh.
I think it's awful. I just don't think a professional woman should have to flaunt her sexuality in order to get ahead.
She doesn't have
What's
to.
the big deal? Look, if it helps you make a sale with a physician, I don't think it hurts to flirt a little. I mean, laugh at their joke, touch their arm, maybe crank up the AC in the car beforehand, to wake up the girls.
Okay, wow.
It's already hard enough for women to be taken seriously in science.
That is true.
Maybe if fashion magazines had female scientists in them, I would have become a theoretical physicist.
Maybe. Don't laugh.
Stop smirking at each other.
That you can tell.
Delivery men are the unsung foot soldiers of our nation's commerce. It's because of people like you, people like me can limit our human contact.
He's a delivery man? Where'd you get that from?
I'm a doctor, although I do often deliver alarming biopsy results to my patients.
Oh.
That's humorous.
Penny was talking about flirting with doctors a little.
Yeah, I bet you leave your patients in stitches.
Sheldon.
That
I
was
do.
Also humorous.
All right.
Are you bringing flowers to a patient to cushion the blow of a terminal diagnosis?
I'm not joking this time.
These are actually for a nice woman who makes sales calls to my office.
Oh, God.
I was hoping to impress her by tracking her down on the internet and then showing up unannounced at her door.
That's creepy, dude. So creepy.
Making the extra effort. Good for you.
No.
Great timing. Food just got here.
Oh, Siam Palace?
Yes.
Meat crab and chicken satay?
Yes.
Extra
You're gonna
meat
mention him to
No, but you can have mine.
Leonard?
Very well. And on the topic of sharing things that are yours,
Oh my god.
there is a gentleman caller bringing flowers to your fiance as we speak.
What?
I met her at my office. She winked at me, and
Look, I'm pretty sure she didn't wink at you.
oh, she did.
She probably did.
And then she touched my arm for 2 Mississippis, like, one Mississippi, 2
I got it.
Oh man.
Penny is my fiance.
Really?
Yes.
I've never seen her wear an engagement ring.
Really?
Oh my god, you guys. They're just listening in on the conversation.
Am I to presume that her flirtation was just a sales technique?
Yeah, she's
think
a
so.
salesperson.
When will I learn? It's just like the cute girl at the pet store all over again.
How many pets did you adopt?
Me?
She touched my arm for 5 Mississippis, and I bought a $2,000 iguana habitat.
Do you even have an iguana?
You give these to Penny. You're a lucky man.
Thank you.
Don't awe him.
Sorry.
Hold on, doctor. Leonard, where are your social skills?
What?
This man is clearly upset. We should
Oh
invite
my
him in
God.
for a beverage.
He tried to score with Penny.
So have these two, and they're having dinner with us.
Technically true. There's context
So,
though.
how was work today?
You'll be happy to know they pulled the sexy scientist article. They just canceled the photo shoot and said they're rethinking it.
Huh.
I'm really sorry, but you want people focusing on your achievements, not staring at your breasts in some magazine.
I guess. It's really not that important. Hey, up here.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but since you seem to be okay with the article being canceled, I have a little confession. I'm the reason it was
Amy.
pulled.
What? How?
Wow.
I sent the editors of the magazine a pretty scathing email. They would never consider doing an article ranking male scientists on their sexuality, let alone showing them in various stages of undress.
Oh, it actually
Because
ranks
no
them?
one wants to see Neil deGrasse Tyson in a wet t-shirt bent over the hood of a Porsche.
That's fair.
It
Unless.
doesn't make a difference. They agreed it was in bad taste, and now you agree, so Amy saves the day.
Amy meddles.
No, what happened?
As a female scientist, I think what you do affects all of us.
And I think you don't like people expressing their sexuality because no one wants you to express yours.
Ooh, I could see that coming, and it was.
Amy,
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Please don't go. Up until my vicious attack, you were the one in the wrong.
That'll get her to stay. Yeah, sure.
Neat Star Trek mug. I actually have one of the phasers from the original TV show.
Interesting.
How do you get that?
Oh, easy. Gene Roddenberry needed a vasectomy.
You snipped Gene Roddenberry's vas deferens?
Yes?
Wow, you really went where no man has gone before.
Nice joke.
I'm kind of the doctor to the stars' urinary tracts.
Cool.
Wow.
Wow.
You want to see James Cameron's kidney stone?
Doesn't this violate HIPAA? What, you keep it with you? I thought you had like a photo on your phone.
He was so happy after he passed it, he gave me a Terminator.
He gave you a Terminator.
You're a guy like me. So how'd you get a girl like Penny?
Oh, well, you know,
Well.
being myself.
I'll tell you how he did it.
Oh, boy.
Implacable, relentless badgering. In your
Don't
own
give him
words,
that advice.
He was a drug-resistant staph infection, and she was a urethra that could not shake him.
That is a
I don't know
metaphor.
that I'd call myself an infection.
A gallant man would defend his fiancée for being called a urethra.
That too.
Please change the subject.
Hi.
Well, that didn't go your way.
Apparently, someone was being awfully flirty while not wearing their engagement ring, causing another someone to show up here thinking the first someone might be available.
Oh, God, don't make it so hard on her. Look, the first someone...
Oh my god,
is the
Sheldon,
deceitful
Sheldon,
you.
Sheldon.
The second someone is the delightful Dr. Lorvis.
Delightful. He stalked her.
You touched my arm for 2 Mississippis.
Women being
Why
nice.
you were mumbling?
You take off your ring when you go to work?
What? No. I just put it on the other hand and
Haha.
turn it around.
Aha.
Keep that hand in my pocket.
Why?
To make sales.
Look, what is he doing in your apartment?
Yeah.
He was upset, so Sheldon invited him in for a hot beverage.
You were okay with that?
No, I got upset. Sheldon made me a beverage too.
Okay. He just
Oh,
showed
man.
up at my company does not allow me to socialize with doctors outside of work. You got to get rid of him.
I'll get rid of him, but you owe me one.
Hey, we're going to Oliver's house to see his collection. You want to go with us?
Yeah, sure.
I guess that's getting rid of him.
You owe me.
Oh, Penny. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Nerd heaven!
Welcome to my fortress of solitude. This is where I go to get away from all my other solitude.
Oh, that's so sad.
Come on, it's a replica.
And funny.
Original.
Oh, I think I just cheated on my wife.
With the Terminator?
Oliver, I'm going to play bingo.
Okay, Mother, have fun.
Ah.
Still lives with his mom. Yikes, right?
You're one to talk.
Oh, Donkey Kong. This was my game when I was a kid.
Because it's a story of a pretty blonde girl tirelessly pursued by a small, oddly shaped man.
Yes, that is why.
No, because I liked it.
What, no, don't get defensive. You're oddly shaped, but you got the girl.
I did, didn't I?
So I've noticed Leonard gets teased a lot about his relationship with Penny.
Yes. If you'd like to, their love seems unlikely and doomed to failure.
So you think she'll be single soon?
No.
Oh, if you want to get in on the pool, you're too late. Yeah.
Excuse me, I have to take care of something.
Oh, God. Oh,
Could you
boy.
hold the door?
Nice flowers.
Thank you. They're for a girl. I'm being implacable and relentless.
God damn.
Isn't she lucky?
No!
She keeps sending me mixed signals, but I think...
No,
it's
she
like the same
doesn't.
thing.
What's that?
Unconditional love.
Guess that's all anybody wants. I hope you get it.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
No! And it's hers now.
I can't take these. What about the other girl?
Oh, right.
I'll tell her we should just be friends.
Oh my god.
Penny, we should just be friends. Happy.
Penny finds this amusing on some level. She's like, oh my god.
You think he bites?
Stick your hand in there and find out.
You fooled me with that goat at the petting zoo. You will not fool me again.
How did you get fooled by... Oh man.
I wonder where Dr. Lorvis is.
Maybe he's playing bingo with his mommy.
Sad how some guys can't cut the apron strings.
Okay,
Damn.
so now you're messing with me.
Guys, we're locked in here.
You just left them alone playing games in your house?
I thought that would give me time for you and I to get to know each other better. That was before we met.
We all have a past.
Amy, end this. Destroy him.
You
Oh my
gotta
god.
see what you can't just go chasing after every girl who's nice to you.
Well, that's not what Sheldon says, and he seems to know his way around the ladies.
Amy's like, oh, yes he does. No, he doesn't.
You locked them in your basement?
Well, they're not locked in. The door just sticks.
Okay, so how do they unstick it?
The key?
They'd need the key.
This fucking guy. Holy crap.
No, we are gonna go over there right now, and you are going to let them out.
3 Mississippi.
No.
Amy, I am so sorry.
That has to wait. This weirdo locked the guys up in his basement.
What?
She seems nice. Who's she?
Just walk.
She seems nice. God dang.
One ladder left.
You're free now.
Next level.
Nerd, are you okay?
Better than okay. I'm having the game of my life.
Okay, Leonard, let's go.
Would you like to see Toby Maguire's prostate sonogram?
Sure.
Sure?
Oh, spoiler alert. He was worried about nothing.
I think they'd be happy down there for a very long time. So, Dr. Lorvis. Yikes. Like, there's some humor in this episode, but his kind of behavior can get really freaking dark. I think I've told this story before. There was a Japanese singer who was very careful not to post where she was for privacy reasons, but one day she posted a selfie. All that was behind her was a gray wall in her home, and a guy did some, like, creepy ass shit and found out where she lived based on the reflection in her eye out the window. He tracked her down and sexually assaulted her. And Dr. Lorvis never had any intention of doing anything harmful, but first, it doesn't mean that it still can't be harmful. Like, Penny has to live with the knowledge that it's so easy to track her down and just show up at her doorstep. Granted, she might already know this. But second, when you're doing the same thing as sexual predators, stalking people, maybe rethink your strategy or just your entire life. But yeah, I've had many conversations with women who are frustrated that just being nice to a guy often gives them the wrong idea, and we saw that on full display here. Some of my friends have told me that they don't even let themselves be nice to men who are strangers because it might attract the wrong type of attention, which is really sad because they're very, very nice people and it goes against their nature to do that, but they have to do it to protect themselves. And then sometimes they get called a frigid B word for it. But yeah, frickin' Lorvis, it's Penny's job to be nice to doctors. She's in sales, and he just continues counting Mississippi throughout the episode. It's not an indication of romantic interest, man. Though, okay, so when I was in high school, I was standing in a circle with some friends and acquaintances, and a girl stepped closer to me, and her breast was like touching my arm, and we were standing there for like several minutes. At the time, I was thinking, oh, it's probably incidental, but in retrospect, no way, right? Ladies, please comment down below if that kind of thing can be incidental or if it was definitely intentional. I think I've also told the story on my channel about how I was hanging out with a friend and they straddled me, and I thought, oh, this is just how they interact with their friends. We wound up actually dating several years later, and they never let me live that down, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm glad I skew more oblivious than just picking up on non-existent clues and being a creep about it. I'm also not as oblivious as I was when I was a teenager, thankfully. But yeah, the advice Sheldon gave to Lorvis, though, oh my god, just implacable, relentless badgering till they fall in love with you. Oh my god, that's such bad advice. I think the joke works in the context of the show because of how obviously horrible that advice is, but man. There was definitely a lot of cool nerd stuff to see in this episode, but also Lorvis leaked a whole bunch of confidential health information, though I guess that's consistent with his complete lack of respect when it comes to boundaries. And then there was Leonard being upset with Penny about her sales tactics. Like, if I was him, I wouldn't care if I had a partner who did that, but maybe that's just me. But I also do think it's noteworthy that Penny openly talks to her girlfriends about how she flirts with doctors to make sales pitches, but Leonard knew nothing about it, meaning she probably knew he wouldn't be okay with it and hid it from him. That part feels like a bit of a problem. The other storyline kind of got dropped because everybody was focused on the guys being locked up in the basement by Dr. Lorvis, but Bernadette was going to be in a magazine about the 50 most attractive women in science, and yeah, I've talked about some of the issues facing women in STEM in a previous episode. It was when they dressed up as Disney princesses. But Amy is right that it's sexist for there to be a list about sexy women scientists when they would never do one for men. Though I do feel like there'd definitely be a market for sexy male scientists, though. Like, who was that guy that Penny dated at Leonard's university, played by Michael Trucco? Granted, he's a TV scientist, but still. Like, nobody's asking for Neil deGrasse Tyson to be bent over a Porsche and washing it. But on the other hand, Penny put on some glasses and said molecules, and Leonard was so turned on in that previous episode. So the interest in that type of magazine would be very high. But I feel like Amy and Bernadette both overstepped in this situation. Amy said that a professional woman shouldn't have to flaunt her sexuality to get ahead. And she's right, they shouldn't have to. But nobody is coercing Bernadette to do this for her career. She wanted to do it and was excited about it. And then the letter Amy wrote to the magazine, like, if Bernadette wasn't involved, it would still feel a little puritanical, but at least it wouldn't be going behind a friend's back. And I don't know how much a list like that in a fashion magazine would actually help Bernadette's career, but she clearly thought it would. Like, Bernadette can have her work speak for itself and be respected for that, and she can have good publicity because of her looks. Both can be true at the same time. But yeah, Bernadette was mad and hit Amy hard. I think you don't like people expressing their sexuality because no one wants you to express yours. God damn. And she sensed immediately that she went too far, but geez. I'm sure I've said this in the past, but you do not want to be on Bernadette's bad side. She is scary. And I can see why Howard's into her, because some people very much like that. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode, though. Full reactions, early reactions are on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys next week with more. Bye, friends.